Welcome to the show, Joy, known as Joy with an I, a believer in humanity and a visionary. You've worked with a range of organisations, including the UN in New York, Jamaica, and local governments. You also support a variety of community projects. It is said that what you do cannot be described. You have to experience it through your workshops, which contain knowledge that lasts a lifetime. A journey where you know your worth, access your power, use your knowledge, and follow your heart. It's fantastic to have you on the show, Joy, with us. Thank you so much for joining us, and please do tell us more.
What a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful intro. Thank you so much. Thank you, first of all, for having me on the show. As you can hear, I've done a lot. I'm at the point now where it's putting everything together, everything that I've learned in my life. It's passing it on to other people and putting it all together. For instance, we've got something that we call the Unity Line, which happens every October. And it's very simple. It's just a line of Black people standing there in unity as a symbol of unity. And I've got a project that I work with young Asian women who perhaps haven't had the best of times, shall we say. So it's allowing them to know what their power is and to use their power. I guess that's me in a nutshell. I've written a book, Traveling with Self. Traveling with Self does seem to touch a lot of people, which I'm so humbled about, really, because I'd never written before. And I'd read all these wonderful books by these wonderful authors. And I thought, what am I doing trying to write a book?
Yeah.
I always say that the book was always out there, and I'm really happy that the universe chose me to give birth to it.
I love it. What's your feelings about social conscious music?
You see, I think there's a lot of music that's been socially conscious for a while.
Yeah.
There are loads of songs by the Isley Brothers, for instance, that are just amazing. Stevie Wonder does some wonderful songs. So I think socially conscious music has been around for a very long time. It just depends on the time.
Right.
You know, you can go back to Nat King Cole, and he definitely did some very socially conscious songs. I think that I've always been drawn to socially conscious music.
Mm-hmm.
Songs like, you know, I'm Going All the Way, Sounds of Blackness. For me, that's very socially conscious.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so I've always been drawn to that kind of music. And I think we can do it more, if possible, so that it becomes a lot more mainstream. It seems to have been put out as a sort of a side genre at the moment. I have no idea why.
That's what Music for Global Change is for. That's what we're doing here, creating the platform, television, radio, music festivals where people write positive social conscious music. What do you feel about that?
We need you. We need you. We need more of you. You need to clone yourself because there's the whole world to do.
You know, it's amazing because if you're doing these books, you're coming up with titles. And when you come up with a title, that could be a title for a song.
Yes, I guess a lot of songs start off as poetry, don't they? Or some kind of writing.
Definitely.
I think it's also important for us to, once we are vibrating on this level, to attract others who are vibrating on this level, so that we can all come together and see what's the piece of the puzzle that you have, what's the piece of the puzzle that I have, what's the piece of the puzzle that somebody else has. And when we all get together, we'll be able to see the whole picture. What do you think?
It won't happen any other way. Unity, right? It's got to be unity. And if we do it together, it speaks loudly, right? Right now, you're just hearing a bunch of little voices everywhere. But like say, when you come together, you can speak together, and it's louder, right? You can get the message out there, right? You was naming some of those. You know what about James Brown? Say it loud, I'm Black and I'm proud.
Exactly. You know, and as I say, you know, you go back as far as you like with music. You can go back to Nat King Cole.
Yeah. Oh, so many. Nina Simone.
Absolutely. For me, there's always been a message in the music. If you're listening to the right music.
That's right. That's right.
You know, there's always been a message in the music. And I love what you're doing because, we need to bring this back mainstream. Anything we can do out here to help you, we are more than happy
It's
to,
just
more than
spreading the
happy
love and
to.
spreading the truth. And like I said, I've been doing this 20 years now, right? And when I first started out, I told a friend of mine, "Hey man, I got to start writing some music that's gonna help people, man. I'm a sex, drug, and rock and roll. That's been done a lot of times, bro. Let's do something that heals us, educate us, and solve problems, right?" You know what he said to me? He goes, "Yeah, good luck with that, Sky."
I'm born in the Caribbean. I'm born in Jamaica.
Okay.
So therefore, there's a lot of things that are different for me. For instance, a lot of the things that I've known have come through sayings. And when you told me that story just now, the saying that came to mind was the one that my grandmother used to say all the time, which was belief kill and belief cure.
That's real. See, that's real right there.
Absolutely, absolutely. So when I heard the story, it was say, "Oh yeah, good luck, Skyler." I thought, yeah, okay.
But it actually made me go, "Oh wow, there's no platform for it." I did some research, and there's 192 million social conscious songs that's been published, right? Which tells me somebody likes social conscious music, and they like to get it out, but there's no place for them to take it, right? And if there's 192 million songs, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of songs.
And a lot of people that wrote them songs, right?
Absolutely.
If we start doing concerts with, you got 192 million songs, right? Let's go pick the best ones out of them, put about 8 bands together and go do about 9 festivals, right? And get the word out.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as you know, we're in the throes of planning an Africa Fest at the moment, specifically to say thank you to Africa.
How about that?
There are lots of things out there about the motherland. There's very few en masse that says thank you. We're going to put that idea on the table, and we would love you to have you work with us, Skyler. That would be so brilliant.
It's beautiful to do thank you tours.
Now, remember, you're saying this on podcast, so I'm going to hold you to it.
I not only sing and all the stuff like that, I do speaking engagements, and as you can see, we have a show here. So, listen, bless you for the privilege of your time today.
That's absolutely my pleasure.
Do you have any kind of social media presence where people can maybe see what you do in these workshops, or see what it is that you offer?
They're all in the middle of being built at the moment. So there is no media presence as such, but the number that you have, people can always get me on that number until everything is sort of like being finished, being built and everything.
Thank you, my sister, for coming on and stopping by the Music for Global Change broadcast.
Oh, it's been my pleasure, and thank you so much for having me on. Thank you.
Music can save the world. Music can save the world. If we all get together, music can save the world. Yeah. Music can save the world. Music can save the world. If we all come together, music can save the world. There's an urgency facing our humanity.
Thank you so much for watching. To stay up to date, please click subscribe and hit the bell. You can also join our group on Facebook and find us on LinkedIn and Instagram.